What's kind of the mentality? I mean, I know you guys aren't mathematically eliminated yet, but just practically speaking, kind of being where you're at. Like, how do you guys stay up for the next 4 weeks? Kind of
Yeah, I
pressure,
mean,
kind of.
you can't play this game halfway. So I mean, we're not eliminated. Even if we was eliminated, like you still gotta get up for Sundays. That's how people get hurt. If you're not mentally in it every week, throughout the week on Sundays, it's a recipe for disaster. So we still in here like shoot. I mean, we trying to go 1-0 this week. That's all. That's all the mentality is. That's what we're focused on. Um, I don't think it's really anybody any hanging heads or anybody walking around feeling sorry for themselves. We just got to do what we need to do to win. That's it.
What do you pinpoint on your own sort of production in recent weeks? It feels like snaps are a little lower, opportunities, touches are a little lower.
Yeah, I
What can
mean,
turn that around?
I think just getting some of these plays called, getting in the right positions, getting in the right just getting more opportunities. I think and shoot, I've never been a player to not take responsibility when it's my fault. I think I've had some turnovers. I've had a couple busted plays. I mean, some pass pro things, but I mean, I wouldn't say it's enough to where it's like it's a situation where this is why Alvin Kamara's not playing. But I will say like shoot, when it's things like that, it's like internally, personally, I'm like, man, I gotta do better in those situations because that's an opportunity. Even without the ball in my hands, that's an opportunity. So I got to take advantage of every opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like now, especially when you're talking about, the lack thereof. I think I don't even how many touches in the past couple of games.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been like the 5 lowest numbers.
Yeah. So you see that, and when that happens, then you add a fumble in it. It's like that shit. It damn near erases those couple of touches. It's like, man, those couple of touches aren't what I'm used to. Then I get a fumble, so it's like double negative. So just taking advantage of every opportunity and hopefully getting more opportunities. I think I've been trying to run super fast in practice so they can see that I can run. Somebody told me I lost a step. I seen my brother sent me a comment. It was on Twitter. It was like Alvin Kamara lost a step. They ain't playing good or something. So I just laughed at it. So I've been running fast, trying to make sure I ain't lose a step.
Here's the other thing you see on Twitter all the time. Well, if they're not running the ball well, which is true against some of the defenses you faced in particular, why don't they get him open in space? Why don't they throw it to him? Is that as easy as just?
It's not. It's not that easy. I think me, Andy, and Jarvis were just talking about it on the sideline. I mean, the passing game complements the run game. When you get the run game going, it's easier to pass the ball, obviously. I mean, a lot of people, they got Twitter coaches and Twitter analysts that don't really know the game. So, they just watching, and when we go 3 and out, they're like, trade everybody. So, that's, I guess, trade everybody, hopefully tear it down and rebuild. But, when you got a good flow going on running the ball and you getting consistent yardage and you staying ahead of the chains, then, I mean, it's easier for Pete to get some optimal pass looks going and get Andy in rhythm and spread the ball out and spread the love out and we talking about me getting me the ball in space, but when we're not running the ball well or it's not going too good and then we're trying to pass the ball and it just compounds like when we're not getting good passing looks. It looks like the passing game they can't pass or they can't run. Trade everybody again. It's just to answer your question, I don't even remember what the question was, but we need to pass the ball. We need to run the ball. I think the run game, the success of the pass game has direct relation to the run game being successful.
Why do you think the screen numbers are so low, though? So low since you've been here by a large margin.
I'm gonna go ask Pete after this. This, I'm gonna go ask Pete. I don't know. I think the screen game, I would count that as a pass. I guess like it's just hard to get those looks going when. Some of it is defense, some of it is scheme. So it's hard to call some of those when we might be behind the chains or we might have some plays not going our way. We might it just might not be the timing. Like the timing just isn't right for some of these screens. So but that's what I think attribute it to.
Just keep keeping the OC hat on. Like you got 6 touches inside the opponent's 1 to 10. Any reason for that?
I don't know. I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Are these conversations you're having with, like after games where it doesn't feel like maybe you got the ball as
with
much as
who?
you should have with Pete or
Nah.
even DA?
I mean, we all talk. But I'm not. I don't think. I guess y'all can answer this question. I mean, y'all been around me long enough. I don't think I'm a selfish player. I think I'm here. I'm available. Like unless I'm hurt, I'm trying to do everything I can do to win. Whether it's a decoy, whether it's I'll put a headphone on and call a play if I have to. Like so, I just with me, I think the only times I really get if we say frustrated is like when I feel like I'm not helping affect the game in a positive way, whether it's without the ball in my hands or with the ball in my hands. So if we're talking about getting the ball in between the 1 and 10 X amount of times, I don't know. I don't get paid to make those decisions. But when I do have the opportunity, I try my best to take advantage.
What areas of your game are you trying to improve on? Or
everything every year. Everything every year. It's a constant evolution. I'm always working my craft, catching, running, all that. So I mean, it's not my game, crafting my game and my skills isn't dependent on win loss or not getting the ball or getting the ball. It's always a constant evolution.
We kind of just touched on. Has this season been frustrating for you, just between the wins and losses and
yeah, that's I mean, we're in here. We get paid a lot of money to come in here and win. There's not one owner in the NFL that is paying guys to come here and be like, yeah, what we want to do is we want to lose here. This organization wants to lose. So it's frustrating when I think you get a good group of guys together and you just falling short. A couple weeks, 1 week, and another week here you falling short, and it's like I'm not used to losing. So I'm just speaking for me. I know a lot of guys aren't used to losing, and a lot of dudes in this locker room got a lot of pride about their skill sets and what they're used to or what they're accustomed to as far as being able to play at an elite level and win at an elite level. So it's definitely frustrating. Like that shit pisses me off more than anything. Like nobody can say anything to me that would that I haven't thought about in my head and been more mad or fuming about. Like it's a loss is like that. I can't really deal with it. It's obviously, I mean, this game is wins and losses, and it's definitely it's a very, very thin line. The skill is so close. It's not like high school or college where go out there and you can sneak a win. You can't sneak a win in this league. You got to be on point every week. So it's frustrating, it's annoying, but that you got so many opportunities. Until you don't got no more opportunities. So we just keep moving. We got some more opportunities.
Kind of related to that. I mean, it seems like a lot of these losses you're just right there.
Exactly.
A couple plays here or there.
Exactly. You can't. The margin for error in this league is damn near non-existent. You can't do some of the mistakes we've been making. You can't make them and expect to come out with a victory. So a lot of the times, I think, and I feel like me personally, I got a unique way of looking at losses. It's like I don't dwell. I really don't dwell on things too much. I mean, we lose. Go in the locker room. Why did we lose? I think about it, process it, and throw that shit away. It's like, all right, we gotta move on to the next. I don't really have a 24-hour rule. I got really if it's a away game, by the time I get on the plane and sit down, it's like, all right, shit, we on to the next. After the game, when I get in my car and make it to my house, when we got a home game, it's done. It's not really a 24-hour thing for me. It's like, all right, shit, we won, we lost. Shit, I done processed it. I'm moving on to the next opponent. So it's just, you just gotta keep moving forward.
You were talking about earlier just the team staying mentally in it. And there's been a lot of discussions over the years about the rookie wall, but is there a mental wall in such a long season, especially now that it's an 18-week season? Yeah,
I'll never lie to you. You definitely hit. You definitely hit. It's not one wall. You hit walls here and there. It's a demanding, physically demanding, mentally demanding profession that we're in. So, I'll be lying if I sat up here and say nah, there's no wall. I'm just fresh every day and everything is jolly. And it's a couple times during the year where I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting out of bed because it's so there's so much behind the scenes that goes on. It's not just Sundays. It's Monday through Sunday, and then it's Sunday. It's really Sunday to Sunday. You know what I'm saying? It's not just game day. It's recovery. It's film work. It's we still got families. We still got friends, kids. Like, everybody got so much going on, and you still got to balance this part of it. So, I mean, guys hit walls, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally. But I mean, it's the reason we get paid a lot of money is because we find ways to overcome that and still be ready to prepare Wednesday through Saturday and come out on Sunday and be out there and give 100 or as close to 100 as you can and do it again all over again for X amount of weeks. So,
Hey, I'm kind of switching gears, but how do you think Drew Brees will do as a coach?
I don't know. You just told me he just got a coaching gig. I think Drew bored. Drew, you're bored, but I don't know. I think he'll do good. I don't know. With the helmet on, I think he's a great coach. I don't know how he's gonna do with a headset on. We'll see. So.